Hello and welcome to another video in this series looking at the new effects system for Fantasy Grounds VTT. And in this one we're going to look at PC tags. We've mentioned PC tags in a few of the videos to date, so I thought it was probably appropriate that we actually have a longer look at what the PC tags are and how they work. So let's get a character up. Vary has retired for the moment and we've got Hamish here. We've got a little power group set up. And the first one we're going to look at here, we're going to add action, add effect, and we'll just take a simple example. And we have an attack roll here, and we want to give a bonus to an attack roll. So a PC tag is something which comes from the player character. It can either be one of the character's abilities that we want to give as a bonus. It could be their level, it could be the class level, or it could be their proficiency. And the PC tags are always enclosed in square brackets, and what they do is they substitute the number or the tag is substituted for a number when we place this on the combat tracker. So if we want to do attack and we want to give a bonus to this attack equal to the strength modifier for this character, then it's STR, all in capitals, and then we end with a square brackets and place this the targeting to self. So when we apply this tag to the combat tracker, you can see that it's translated this STR to 3. And if we have a look at Hamish's strength, he's got a +3 to his strength, or his strength modifier is a +3. So this here is substituting the STR here for his strength modifier. Now this means that you can only ever use these tags on the character that's actually going to use them. You can't apply effects with a PC tag from anywhere else. I mean, you can't, for example, apply it from the effects list here, because Fantasy Grounds needs to know which character is actually the target of the strength. And equally, if we apply this tag to Angus here, it's not going to take Angus's strength. If we have a look at Angus, his strength is 9, so he's got a -1. So this tag here is going to give, it's not going to give Angus's strength, it's going to give Hamish's strength as the bonus, which is probably not what you want. So PC tags, when you're using PC tags in an effect, then they must come from the actions tab of the player character that you actually want the bonus to come from. So we've got this, and obviously we've seen this before. This means that Hamish is going to get a +3 bonus to his attack roll. So if we make an attack roll here, we can see that it goes in there with effects of 3. So the attack tag is simply just taking a bonus of 3 and it's applying it to any attack roll that he makes. So there are one of these tags here for each of the 6 abilities. It just takes the first 3 letters of each ability, so all capitals. So attack dex will apply the dexterity bonus, so an attack of 1 in this case, and that's his dexterity bonus there. So each of them they're exactly the same. You've got con, int, whiz, and car. So each of the ability scores can be used in the same way. Now, in addition to the tag itself, the ability tag, you can also do some stuff. You can, for example, you could double the tag. So if we put a 2 in front of the dex here and go attack 2x, and get rid of this one and apply this one, you'll see the attack is now 2, and that's because it has doubled up the dexterity bonus here. Dexterity is +1, so we're now getting twice the dexterity bonus as our PC tag, or as our benefit, or our effect increase to our attack rolls. This number in here can be anything from 2 to 9. We can also have a negative, so if we go with attack minus dex and put this one in here and apply this one, then you can see now the attack is now -1. And again, that's simply taken the dexterity of +1 and it's made it a negative. And finally, you can have half. So let's put in half and strength. So this is going to give us half of our strength modifier. So if we apply this effect now, it's given us an attack of 1. So it rounds things. So obviously his strength is 3. Is dividing it by 2 and then rounding it down. So the attack is 1 instead of 3 because we've halved the ability modifier. So you've got a multiplication of the tag. You can have half the tag or you can have a negative to the tag. So that's the 6 ability tags. So we can also look at the other one or the other ones. We've got level. So that is the character's level. If we apply this tag here, then it's going to give us an attack of 4 because Hamish here is level 4. He's a fighter 3, ranger 1. So that's his total level. LVL is his total level. And of course we can have half level, or we can multiply the level, or we can have the level negative. So if we half it, then his attack is 2. If we wanted to just give a bonus equal to a class, then if we type the class in all in caps inside the square brackets, then this is going to give an attack bonus equal to his ranger class level. So if we swap those out, it's going to be an attack 1 because he's only got 1 level in ranger. If we change this to fighter and reapply this effect, then he's getting an attack of 3. So you can have inside the square brackets again, you can have any of the classes, cleric, barbarian, sorcerer, wizard, whatever, and that will take the class level and they will give that as a bonus. So this is useful for multi-class characters where there's more than one class. Then you can use this to pick out the level of the class and add that in as the bonus. This is future me inserting this little segment here because I forgot the PRF tag, which is the proficiency tag. So if we go to in here and type in our attack again and then open our square brackets PRF, and this gives the proficiency for the of the character. So if we apply this effect, we've got an attack of 2. We can see Hamish's proficiency is 2. So the PRF tag is the proficiency of the character, and it will accept everything that we've seen before with the half, the negatives, or the doubles. Okay, back to past me. So as I say, any tag which can take a number. So I mean, like for example, we could have initiative here, which will apply a bonus to the initiative. This could be damage. If we apply that, then it's going to give us the damage roll. So any tag which can take a number you can substitute this tag or the PC tag for that number. Now you can also chain these PC tags together. So for example, if we wanted to have a bonus equal to fighter level plus strength, then we can do that. We just need to put the two tags together, and when we apply that, we see we're getting a damage bonus of 6, which is our fighter level plus our strength modifier. We could also, let's say, give half int as well into this, and if we apply that, then we are still getting 6 because his intelligence is pretty poor. His intelligence is actually only -1, so that's not really going to make any effect on this. But if we change that to, let's say, well, he doesn't really have very much there that's going to help us to make anything like that. So let's forget that one. But we can also do something like this: 1d8, and then strength. And if we apply that to our damage, then you can see it's worked it out: 1d8 plus 3 strength. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do with these PC tags. Anywhere where you can have a number attached to a tag, then you can substitute a PC tag for that number. Now there are 6 more tags that we want to look at in this category, and these are the B tags. So they all start with a B, and then we have the ability tag immediately after it. So B str is B strength, and the B stands for base. Then we need a colon, and then we need a number. So if we go let's say B strength 19. Let's say that Hamish has managed to get himself a belt of Hill Giant strength, and that sets his strength to 19. So this is what this tag is going to do, is going to set the base strength to 19. And we see that Hamish has got a strength of 16 at the moment. So when we apply this effect, this is going to make his strength 19. So we can see that when he makes a melee attack, for example, then we've got an effect here of +1. This is because his strength is now 19, so he's got a +4 to his attack rolls rather than a +3. If we make a skill check based on strength, here we are, athletics, then it's going to give him a +1. And if he was to make a strength saving throw, he's also going to get a +1 to that, because the Fantasy Grounds is saying, well, this guy's strength is 19 despite what it says on his character sheet. Now again, like all effects, these tags do not in any way change the character sheet. They are just simply taken into account when some kind of dice roll is made which affects that particular tag. There are 6 of these for each of the abilities. So if we look at, for example, Dex, so B Dex 19 is going to change his dexterity score to 19. If we have a look at his dexterity score at the moment, it's he's got a +1 for that. So if this goblin here, for example, was going to have the temerity to attack Hamish, we can see that Hamish is getting a +3 to his defense effects. Effectively, his armor class has been increased by 3 because his dexterity is now 19 instead of 13. So he should be getting a +4 to his ability modifier rather than a +1. So that's been taken into effect in the attack roll here. So his AC is now effectively 3 points higher than what it says here. Similarly, if he was to make a Dex saving throw, he will also get the +3. If he was to make a Dex ability check, he'll get the +3. And if he makes any skill checks, which are based on dexterity, acrobatics, for example, then he's also going to get a +3. And finally, if he rolls for initiative, then since that's a Dex-based check, he's also going to get the +3. So the B tags, B dex, B strengths, B con, B whiz, B ca, B int, they all do exactly the same thing. They set the base ability to that particular value that you've set, and any rolls which are based on those abilities will then get an effect, a bonus to their to any rolls that are made which rely on those effects or rely on those ability scores. Okay, I think that's it for PC tags. Hopefully that makes sense, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.